So first of all, just tell me a little bit about yourself and why you apply for these positions.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Mỹ, and currently I am in the third year of Information Technology Bachelor in University of Science in Ho Chi Minh City. And when I search on Instagram, actually I'm searching for a internship that related to business analyst and also kind of analytics things. And I found out about JobStrive, the case research position. And after reading about the duties and responsibilities, and I found that I'll be the match, quite a good match with this position because previous in the start of this year, I did a market research intern that also researched about the market in Japan, and I think that I can apply that my research skill and also some market knowledge to this position and continue the journey that I'm found that I made a internship position to develop my skills and also pursue my further career. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm curious, it's whatever you study, it's information technology. And so it's like, what is your big goals after graduations or like your long-term goal in life, who you want to become?
Yeah, actually, I struggle to find out about myself and also the things that I will pursue in the future. When I was in the second year, and currently the data science and also the analytics career and also kind of that job is really popular, and I think I am suitable to it because even though I study about information technology, I will meant to be do a software job or some AI job, but I find out interest in some marketing and also the researching things in market. And I'm not really good at coding as my peers in this school. So yeah, and I think be I will do a better job in that position about analytics and also the research market.
Okay. Well, first of all, really happy for you that you recognize that. Some people, they don't agree with, whatever they've been studying, and they just cannot accept the truth that they've spent so long, like so much time doing that for years and then doing something different. But as your young age, if you can recognize that and really step up for yourself and do something that thing is match or suitable for you, well, it saves you years of experience or time that you do something that you don't even like, But when you say struggling, I think it's your age or even in the educational system in Vietnam right now, it's not much of people really like walk you through what you should do or what you like. So it's completely normal for you to feel that way. But you are on the right track to find the career that you like. So you recognize that you like to do research, right? And then the intention of doing research is like really put yourself into self growth because you want to know more about knowledge, and maybe that knowledge will apply to something that can change or find solutions in the market. Correct? So you feel that way and you feel like you love writing. Do you like writing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually checked out your work a little bit with the Japan market. I'm not sure that it's like the whole thing. You work with somebody else on your team to do that, or everything was in there was your work?
Actually, that was my work, and the other team members will give their response and also some like and they give the feedbacks to that because the whole project is about the business and it was about to instruct foreigners to work in Japan and also find a job. So it's including about the blog articles. So other team members will write that, and I will take the responsibilities about creating the dashboard that collecting some data and extract the information about that to put it on the dashboard.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So let's see. So you have so far is basically that market research intern, and you did that for 3 months with the company efax.co. Is that the one that you did research for Japan, right?
Yeah.
So your job or previous duties in there mostly doing research about the markets, and you have a partner, I mean the teammate to research with you to have at the results, or only yourself?
At first step, that I have to plan out all things. So maybe the first week is about a data set research. So other team members maybe they instructed me to connect to the data sets in Japan because the whole website is Japanese, so I cannot read Japanese. So other members have to help me to maybe translate something, and also, I need the information about the salary in 5 areas in that Kansai area. And the other team member have to translate it into Japanese and like help research that titles on the website, and also give me some websites that related to that topic so I can find out by myself. And they give some feedback about my job, why I do the dashboard, and yeah, and at the end I have to give a presentation to the whole team so they can wrap it up to post it on the website.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, what did you learn throughout the 3 months when you work with that company about also your skill set, your working style, communications, in anything in general? What did you learn from that being in intern positions with that company?
I think the biggest thing that I learned in that internship is about the communication, because at first I quite scared of asking other people because Japanese people at first glance they were not really friendly, and but after working with them one day and one meeting, and they open up more, so I can ask them more and work well on the finding the data set and so on many things. And yeah, and and Japanese people, their English is not really good, so yeah, it's quite hard to communicate what I was struggling with, and maybe there are some points that I'm curious or finding things about that, but I cannot find the right information to put in the dashboard. So, and at first, it's hard to connect to people. And in the first meeting, there was a misunderstanding between me and my mentor because he's not really clear about what I am searching for, what I was searching for. And but after that, I explained it to him and also give some example from my previous researching. just a small projects in school, and so they can recognize all that is the data set, how the data set I want to look for looks like. So yeah. And the other thing is about the researching skill. I think while studying in university, especially about the information technology, I have to search a lot to find out in the articles or the lectures online instead of only studying at school. So yeah, I think it's the internship builds up more in that researching skills. So it helped me find the information more effectively, and also kind of things like put the right information and who the target is and what is the strain on the for example, like salary train on that area, how it look like, and also how the customers and also the audience feel about the dashboard after they look at it.
Well, I'm really impressed with your English so far. Like, I'm not sure, but speak pretty good, understand what I'm saying, and it's like keep it up for that, because it's really help you in your future goals or careers if you have the ability to speak English. When I was your age, I wasn't that good.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's see. So my next question is, what is your intention or objective to work with Two Stripe projects? I think before answering this question, have you had a chance to look at the Prezi presentations that I sent out?
Yeah, I look at it and I swipe through it on the Prezi. Yeah.
Okay, then you let me know. So what are your intention or objective to working with us?
Actually, I when I started learning in university, I also have a plan to go to study abroad, and I really want to go, but many things happen, and I cannot make it come true. So, and I feel that I also understand the mission that you guys want to like spread out. And because when I was searching about a scholarship or something kind of related to going to abroad and also find a citizenship to stay in that country, I also struggle a lot because there wasn't many information, and also not a big community to kind of connect and also ask some information about that. And I really want to find maybe some mentors to help me clear out the things that I was planning to, but I have no clue about that, and I cannot and everything messed up, and I cannot make it come true. And I feel like I empathize about it, and I also understand about it more, because I know some of my friends, or maybe some of some of students in high school, they also struggle about that to find out the information. And I think just like if just drive you can make it, I think it's a good community to kind of instruct people and also give other people an opportunity to find out how about going abroad, and also getting the citizenship, and also kind of things when they go to another country, when for their jobs or maybe their study. So yeah, I think so.
So first of all, your dream is still there, and it doesn't matter. There's no deadline. It's as long as you really working for it or not. So you said it haven't come true, but it will be, So one of the biggest reason for me to hire people and want them to work with us, for me, it's like the mission is also help them to achieve their goals. I'm not sure which country are you planning to like before. Which country was that?
Actually, Singapore. Yeah.
Singapore. And are you still like planning to go?
Right now, I am finding out more about another country like Australia because maybe Singapore is very competitive, and also when I'm searching for the articles about Singapore, I'm quite worried about how hard it will be when trying to achieve a scholarship, to take a scholarship to go to study abroad.
So why Singapore? Why Australia? Why not America?
Actually, when I'm searching for the information, because in my mind and also kind of people around me, they think, and I think it will be really hard to go to the US because it requires lots of things. For example, financially, and also your grades must be good or something kind of. You have to take this test, and it's really hard to achieve that score, and also many other things that related to that country that will consider, that make me consider to go to that country. Yeah, because actually studying abroad is kind of a big thing to me, and also a lot of people, I think, because choosing the country, choosing the scholarship that's suitable with me or someone, and also the race that I have to achieve, and also there's so many things to mention about.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I'm not sure you still have that fire going to like, anywhere, but for Singapore and Australia, I cannot because I'm not there. I did not go to those countries because before, like, that's the reason why I have to share a little bit about what I've been through, why I'm doing this, so I can help you understand and you have more hopes in your future. What is that? Like journey, so you can really refresh and have a different goals, or even plan out a second plan B. So me ask you, it's like, how old are you right now?
I'm 21.
Okay. So before coming to US, I studied 3 years in Hoan University for BA degree, for major media productions. I didn't like that major. I didn't good at it. I don't have money to go to US, and people told me like I have to be rich to go coming here. Okay. And second, my English was 3.5 per 10 when I transferred from elementary school to high school. 3.5 per 10 is fucked up. My grade transfer from elementary was something maybe less than 15 points per 30. My total grade for 3 subjects go to university was 13.5 per 30. I didn't have any certificate for English. I didn't go to English school. I don't have TOEFL. I don't have IELTS. I give up 3 years for university there to start over. That whoever telling me I don't have money to go, that I need to go at English, I'm gonna fuck that up. Sorry for my language, but it's like, I don't care. If I have that dream, I'm gonna work it out no matter what people telling me. So I sold everything to be in the US to study, not university. I'm not smart enough to even get scholarship for any school. You know, when I attend at the US embassy, whenever they talk about sharing about their journey, I'm like, oh, they go to Boston University, they go here, go there. I'm like, I don't have that type of money. I'm not really even smart enough to get a scholarship from any school. You know what I mean? But I make it happen. Why? I I'd pay money for an agency, but I failed. So my mom was really like mad at me because I failed from the visa interview, you know, but I did not give up. So when my school have a opportunity to go for exchange student, go to US study for 1 or 2 semester, I tried again. I did everything myself. I'm gonna give up everything in Vietnam because I want to go. So without any degree for English, I still make it happen. But financially, when you mentioned that, my family did not, my family from consider it's like working class income from New Saigon. I'm not even sure you know what that quận 3, right? So basically, my mom, I have to back her. I have to consider myself as the business. I have to back her. I'm like, can you borrow money from the bank? 10 grants or whatever, because the school only basically pay for the tuition fee only $1,000. So 2 semester is $2,000 for whole year for university in the US because it's like a exchange program. There's so many ways, but we don't know. But so that's why I keep looking, I keep searching. And then when I make it here, it wasn't my money, it's somebody else's money. But I told her, just borrow money, I will be back, and I repaid for her. So my point, my GPA back in college when I was at university there, 2.8 before. I didn't study anything. I don't care about GPA. I just want to go to US. So I give up everything and be here. So I have the business. Money is a factor, but I sold everything to just want to achieve that goal. So whatever you share with me, I totally get it. If your dream's still there, I will the person who make it happen. So the job I create for this, I didn't want really mentions and have a clear really explanations, but most of the time I try to help people coming here to the US either to work study for F1 student, help their dream come true, whatever they want. Even they don't have money. I created this type of job in my company so they can learn from me, they can get training from me, and they can use the money I pay for you. You apply for the applications by coaching by me. Anything is possible, just only on your head. So I left everything and I moved to US when I was 21, when I start from there. So 21 is your age, is still early. As long as you recognize it's early, rather than later on you live with regret, it's even worse. People don't even see that on themselves. They just keep going day by day. And when they get in 30, it's like, what I'm doing. I wish I could go to US long times ago or go here. It's all I wish, So I don't want anyone to miss that opportunity because of the financial issues. So the biscuits, so if you still have that, it's still there and it's achievable. It's when you really know what I share later on the learning courses, going to US is really cheap. Go to community college, only $2,000 per semester. So it's just more expensive than Vietnam or RMIT, but when you have these knowledge, when you have the support communities, like whatever I create, you're not afraid of nobody because you only have me. I came here everything myself. No one's there for help. So right now, that's why I'm using whatever I learn here to help you guys. So if you have intention in the future, okay, whatever I learned in Vietnam, basically it's like I learned, you did not waste any years because it's knowledge and everything is the process. And then you use that. If you still have that dream going here, it's achievable. But it's from your head. I'm like, okay, I will start again or not. So when you come here and you start with new degree, I have another routes for you to do green card, like guaranteed green card. So you parallel studying whatever maybe you study 3 years for IT degree, you don't like it, then start a new one, start a new degree, completely new one, you start a new life in the US, you a newborn baby here. Whatever in Vietnam at 21 years in Vietnam, leave it there. Come here, it's like you only 1 year old, you a new people, you new person, right? Then you have a new life, you still achieve your goals, you still can help the other people to whatever. So that's why whenever I want to hear that you guys understand the missions. And the reason for me to ask, because some people, they don't want to go, but they still want to work with me to help the other people by their talents. But I know that some people still have something that they might, oh, I don't have money to go. I'm not even have, parents rich or even someone to support me. Is achievable. So that is something for you to be excited, maybe, or something for you to hope. Maybe you like, I would like to go to US by 2023. It's achievable. You just need a good coach right here. So that's the first thing for you to know your intention to work and learn, because I'm really impressed by your age. I didn't even know like English or speaking. So just want you to know. Yeah, so basically that is, if I know your goals, that's why I asked who you want to become, so I can put you in the right track, lead you in the right way to train you, because even though maybe you think you're good at these positions, but I can help you to really explore yourself and help you to recognize what are you actually good at, So maybe if you're good with like doing research, everything else, later in here you have opportunity, or you really recognize your full potential to work something bigger, So just keep dream big though. Like whatever you feel thinking like, oh, too crazy to even think of, don't feel that way. Just keep dreaming big, So that's first thing. So let's see. So let's share, how can I use your talent for this project? You said you're good with doing research. So for this, I will really actually looking for a person who can do research, especially on the study abroad in Vietnam. Like how many companies out there in Vietnam right now actually doing help students come here for school from the US. And it's like, it's doing research about those markets. Like what are they offering, how much? So you can also combine with pricing analysts. Markets is also combined, so it's related to business analysts that you mentioned earlier, right? Because where people really pay money for those agency, why, and it's like from the north, how like percentage, how many, and then from the south, and then what are they offered for their services, and what are the pricing that they offer. And then it's like, if you can dive into research more about like, is there any big resources to assist Vietnamese students or younger generation to really like find scholarship, anything like that, So when I go into deeper and you think it's good fit for you, I actually will map out and we work together on finding those resources and how can we put those informations turn into a solutions, or what are we trying to improve on the Vietnamese market on this. Because I know that there's so many agency in Vietnam helping, but they really not going deeper. They just only help you to do paperwork and bye, you do you. So we will do research together. I mean, I also love research, but sometimes I cannot do research because in Vietnam, because when I search in here, it's really limited on the link, even when you go to US. I mean, you search information in the US, it got blocked. So it's really hard for me to do that. So we will dive into dippers, like the market in there and what are the like, also maybe it's also help you that I can help you to do research, like what school they offer scholarship in the US, because I know those, and then I can just give it to you, and so you can gather all the informations, put in the board, and then the percentage, so we can show on the website. And then when we have those informations, we will do business comparisons between our company and the other people. To do is like, what are we offering and what they offering to like do. It's like a PR or recruit people to use our products, right? That is also business strategy. So yeah, those information will have like help a lot, to have a resource. And then if we have investor or anything, we can show it to them with those numbers and then statistic. Yeah, so we can see what are we trying to improve on. How's that sound?
Yeah, actually, I kind of imagine that things about which information I will looking for if I got this job. Yeah, because actually as you said, helping other students and also other people going to another country to work and also study. Lots of agencies are here, and also not only the agency. I think there are some like small groups. It's like a club actually. Yeah, it's like a club and also a small community that people message on the messenger and also on Facebook, and it has some small groups in Vietnam and also some in Ho Chi Minh City. There is a one, and also in Hanoi there is a one. It's there are many kind of competitors that in this market, and also a lot of agency. For example, like I read an article on some random website that I searched for, and also they mentioned about how reliable an agency that helping people to go to abroad, and they mentioned a lot about how the agency did it, and also how the paperwork done on that agency, and lots of like Facebook ads and also YouTube ads related to studying abroad.
Yeah. So it's like, that is when we mention, it's like what is actually helping people, those information actually they can do themselves, because most of the time Vietnamese students or younger generation, is even myself, I don't have a research skill, and also there's no a big or a reliable database. If I do research, like I said, I didn't know before, but right now at this point, if I really do research, I only trust any websites or resources from the government, and also like big company like database, because right now anyone can write an article, even they're not even a writer. They can, if they just pay people to marketing for their company, they can write 100%. It's like perfect, so it cái đó là bị what is Vietnamese called, bị gọi là ngu dân, it's not reliable and it's not trustable. And some people who don't really have the ability or the knowledge to like check those resources, they can 100% trust on it, but it's not true. So for me, it's not only help people from coming to US, that's it. Our mission is helping them before going to US, during when they hear, and after. So it's like a whole process. Because coming here doing paperwork, it's so easy. It's like everybody doing right now. But that's why we offer something different, is we educate them by courses, before coming, so they can choose and do everything on them by themselves. Even doing paperwork, I'm not going to do it for them. My company not going to do it for them. They just based on the sources that we provide to them, they do it themselves. And when they get here, they also based on the training that I offer, so they can find a solution themselves. Because most people you pay, and then when you let let the agency do all the paperwork for you, when you go to interview, you don't even know what to answer, because they did everything. And when you even move here later on, when you transfer to university or do paperwork, you don't know what to do because they did that for you. So we try to offer something different. That's why I'm not sure there's any agency out there doing the same thing or similar thing like what I do. I want to figure it out. And if they do have, then what are they offering to see? And we can dive into to expand our products in the good way. Yeah. So let's see. So what can we help each other to grow? How can we help each other to grow?
Okay. I think first of all, it's my skills about research, and I can do the research about the things that you mentioned before. Because I think the best thing that you shared about is about the courses, and also how you let the customer do by themselves after you offering some like before, during, and after the when going to the US. I think the courses are interesting because as the thing that I know by now, I do not think that any agencies or community, they just share some information by their own experiences, not really about their courses. And maybe sometimes that person will experience the completely different thing from their instructors in Vietnam, and also some information is completely different from what they heard. So yeah, and that's another thing too about. I also a student searching for a scholarship and how to go to another country to study or maybe to get a job. So I think I maybe understand a little bit to you to how to help out other people to get the necessary information that they need, and also some essential thing like paperwork, and also some courses that they need to take, maybe some soft skills courses, and also some like communication courses to that people that they need to. And I think that the Just Try will give me a chance to maybe share my information, share the skills that I have, and also I can build up more about the research thing, and also find out more about the US maybe.
So for me, I'm looking for a person beside their skill set, like hard skill, is a person who willing to really learn and not like put their learning or growth beyond their time. Do you know what does that mean?
Yeah, I think enough.
What is that?
It's like because learning, to me, learning is like a process, and we learn through experiences, we learn through lessons that the teacher offered to us, and also many kind of things that happen in life, and also maybe the job that you, or that maybe I luckily to have in the future, and got a chance to study it about it, and also because no one is perfect, and I think the learning is like a lifetime process, and everyone have to learn every day to maybe grow a little bit every day to understand more about other people, understand more about the other countries that that I will have a plan to go to, or maybe some kind of like that, to learn every day, to gain something, to renew you every day, to keep you to like encourage you to explore new things, or maybe to maintain the interest in you to keep like. But for example, if one day I don't have anything to like learn about, I feel like it's like a useless. I feel like useless because what I'm doing here, or did I learn something today, and also kind of like grow myself up to like achieve some further goals and kind of thing like that.
Yeah, I think you got my point a little bit, but also explain it. Mean it's when I said put growth beyond the time, because some people, I'm not sure majority or maybe minority, that Vietnamese generations, even myself before, will say like, oh, if you only pay me that much, I'm only gonna do that much. I'm not gonna do more, because if you want to do more, it's you gotta pay me more. But that is you care about the time, but you not care about your growth, because growth is there is like infinity, right? So it's like some people would just like doing the job, do whatever they gotta do, and then that's it. But they not really put 100% of their energy. So I'm looking for really a person who really like young, willing to learn, and then really want to grow beyond their their salaries, and also try to achieve something in their life and use that to help themselves to grow, right? And then also change the destiny. So it's like doesn't matter how much work you receive, but that is like okay, that knowledge or work I'm receiving will help me grow. So I'm gonna find a company that can help me to do that, and also the knowledge or the experience I'm contribute to in that project. So whatever I'm doing can help me and the other people to change something. So that is I'm looking for that type of person who willing to learn and not care about the money factor, right? Because it's like if you just only pay me that much, I'm gonna do that much, then you're not gonna learn anything, right? So that is really what I'm looking for. But also for me, I hope that whoever work with me will really achieve their goal. So I gotta make sure that I can help you doing something in the future or achieve your goals, long-term goal, by doing or working with me. So that is we beneficial each other in this process, because you don't want to waste your time with anything that you don't even achieve something in the end of the road, right? It will be considered time. It's like if they don't offer you to opportunity to grow, they only you even put your work and do whatever they need, and they don't care about your growth, then shouldn't work with that company in the first place. I'm telling you. So I just want to tell you, it's like even in the future, or maybe with us, you feel like, okay, you promise, give me opportunity to grow. Where is that at? You gotta question them, the HR. So for that is like the intention for me to looking for the person who work with us, because if they not really love our missions, or even they don't really know what are you working at, it's whenever they receive a lot of work, they will give up. I'm like, God, it's too much work. I don't want to work anymore. Because I have someone, they really good with whatever they're doing for their skill set. But then they said, like, I don't care about what is your company missions. I only care about the money. I'm like, then I don't think we are a good match, because we're not matched already at the beginning, because we're not looking at the same thing. So I'm as that's why I see whenever you share is really helped me to really understand more the reason you hear, because some people they don't get it. They just apply to just apply and then end up with not learning anything. So if you think it's a good match that I can even help you in the future to achieve your goals, maybe like, who knows, you go into US maybe next year, and these knowledge or the time you will put will turn into something, change your life. That is what I hope to help you to achieve your goals. That is what I want. So let's see. So working time right now, I know that I posted, I'm looking for part-time, but are you currently working with any company?
No, currently I'm still I go to school like 2 days in a week.
Mhm.
So another time I'm free, and currently I do not do any projects or any work.
Okay, so
yeah,
currently, like right now, you're just only going pursuing education, not working.
yeah.
So how you support your finance on the side if you don't work, or your parents supporting you?
Because actually I am looking for a internship position or any some work position related to my major, but it's kind of hard because before I applied to Scribe, it's quite ridiculous. But I felt kind of like maybe 6 or 7 companies in the CV around, because I was not a good match of them. And also when I and when you shared about the mission, and also how the candidate and also the company mission, and the company will the company give an opportunity to let their employee grow. And I remember that I also applied to a company. They have a policy that if I go through the internship that they offer in 2 months, I have to work with them in 2 years by contract, and also full-time contract. And if I break the contract, I have to pay a lot of money, kind of like that. And I think
Oh,
if
wow.
if that company is good, I think that if the company is good, they won't put their policy like that for the candidate or for their employee. So I decided not to go through the interview. So yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing with me about that, because it's really shocks and challenging for you on your side. But first, you did not fail anything. It just wasn't meant to be. Maybe
Yeah.
every obstacle in life or anything happened for a reason. Maybe because of six of that fail, maybe we here together. So you have to date so many people in your life in order to know who's your husband, right?
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. It's like, thanks God I did not get those job. And for me, even though I create or founded the company in Vietnam, but I still have the management style, or create the management style on a US side. So I always put my employee first of my company mission, because if I take care good of the company or the employees or people who work with me, they will take care for my customer. So to say that if I push someone or have to tell them to stick with me or stuck with my company for a certain period of time, it's not my thing. For instance, if I put you on the probation with TOEIC for even 1 or 2 months, and I don't think you good match for after 2 weeks or so, I can just let you know that we're not matching, and you can go somewhere else. You don't have to stick with us. And even after working with us for a month or even a week or two, and you don't feel it's the right fit, you just need to send an email to us to stop working, because that is considered at will employment, because meaning we have the right to let you go anytime, and you have the right to stop working with us at any time if you don't feel comfortable, you know. So that is considered the way in the US market, US company. So I don't know, it's like maybe in the past that's the way they manage, but it's not my thing. Yeah. So like, because you only work for a job to make the living, to do something bigger than that, beyond yourself. And I cannot be a selfish person to keep you stay with us and holding you back to not achieving your goals. So it's just not my thing. So I don't want to clarify that. So working time, if so right now I know I post the part-time positions, but I talked with one of my friend. He also founded a company before. So in this, I maybe it turned into a part-time position for internship. So I can really like give them opportunity to learn and do research faster and help the company, condense the time and deadline that we need to achieve by maybe August. So that is the first thing that changed based on the whatever you see on social media for that. And I don't know what is the company in Vietnam, but usually I heard that usually they pay for the support students for interns will be from full-time, maybe $100 or so, or 150 for intern. They don't pay more than that, or even some people will have to make you work for free.
Yeah.
Right. But for me, everybody time is valuable. If you put the time you work with me, even it's just like maybe 1 week, I still pay you as a appreciation for your time spending with us, And also I know that usually for intern, they're looking for the experience they're looking for is higher than the salary itself, right? But I want to make sure whatever you put in, you feel appreciated, or you feel like being appreciated by the company, which is I support you for even, you need to take care, go drink boba or milk tea, whatever. It's that is the salary that just appreciate for your time. But then when you do work and you want to make a full-time or positions, then you request, or we will propose it to you or let you know that we're looking for. But if we not really make you to stay with us for, maybe I just only looking for this for a month or two, depends. But then maybe after finish 2 months with this positions that we already did everything research, and you said, hey, I'm willing to apply for different positions in the same company. Can I do that? I'm open to rotate you to different department, because you here to learn, and there's one thing to learn is not enough. So it's like when you move to different department, or maybe IT, because I have an IT team right now, you can learn from the other guys. It's the free resources. So it's like a playground for me to help you guys to learn. That's my purpose in here. So the probations, usually it will be for intern, maybe it's not probation, but it will be 1 to 2 months, depends on the workflow. If it's like I finished that research with you, or even maybe another person or two, then we only need do 1 month for intern. And then if I have something on the side or a different opportunity, and you think like you want to learn from there to help you, whatever, then you're willing to switch or apply for that, but there's no contract to stay 1 or 2 years. No. So salary, like mentioned, so I know that I posted it's like 250, but I did not do research on my end, and I just actually hire HR, and she did research for me, and also I have to consult with different people because as a startup, I'm not making any profit at this point. I will have 6 months building the team and also my products for 6 months with no profit. So I'm also like using my own money, my own access to pay for employee, but I want to make sure that they have that. So it's my responsibility to have those money to pay for you guys, right? So right now it's like we're helping each other to growth, but I still want to make sure that you get paid with whatever you deserve. So it's like for probation, I mean not probation period, for intern for this positions or the other intern position will be starting from 100 to 150, right? And then usually I told my HR, I'm not going to say this, but I have to say this. Depends on your work, and then whatever I see the results is really matter. And if I think it's like I would like to give you a bonus by the end, then I will give it to you. But it's not a guarantee. It depends on what did you prove to me or what you show me, you know? Because if I say that, people will have the idea of like, oh, I want to get bonus. And so it doesn't matter. It's like I'm being lazy or this, I still get bonus. It's like, it's not a guarantee. So just a heads up so you know. And let's see. If you have intention to work for, I don't think I will have this position for full time because it will be like just like a short period of time for doing research, and then we switch to something else. That is the first thing. So, and the starting time, I know I put it right, starting by July 1st, but if it's like, if we are a good match and you think you bonding with us, and then we think so far like you're a great candidate, we can start right away, you know, because it's like, what's the point waiting? What is today? Today is 24. So we have 1 week to start. So if it's like, so basically right now, their schedule for me is really flexible with people who work, because I'm not required them to coming to the office because I don't have the office back home, back in Vietnam, right? And then I don't have time to do micromanage, which is, okay, what time, how many hours you work, what do you do? I don't have time for that. So the person who work is, they have the integrity to keep track of their hours, you know, whatever. But if I need them to be on the training or meetings to, you know, delegate a task for them, there's certain time of the week they have to present or meeting with me, maybe 1 or 2 times a week, so I can delegate a task. Even when you have any questions or need me to clarify or explain a little bit more, then it's required 3 times a week, but maybe one hour every day, you know. And the rest you can just manage your own time, do as long as you finish by the deadline. So I don't really care. So it's also your time management. So along working with us is those benefits is I teach you all the management, organizational skills in communication style, and what are the software we're using to run the projects, like what is the popular things they use in US. And the way also the benefits you working with me is you also understand more about how Americans run or operate their team, their business, and also company culture. Maybe completely different from Vietnam, because I try to adapt something that I refer I being treated, you know. So something good in the US, I will adapt that and I apply it to my company. So I don't care about Vietnam. I don't really know what are they doing. Even the way they do, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna apply to the company. So there will also maybe some shift that you will adapt in the future. Maybe you like it, maybe you will take time to improve and slowly understand how I work. But most of the time, I don't like anything to be disorganized. Everything will be system based by, you know, even sending requests for interview or a meeting. I will send ahead of time for people to schedule, and like try to, you know, have everything professional. So you will learn also with those. And when maybe in the future you transition to US, you understand how it works and you can apply what you learn in the US market in the future. Who knows? But yeah, so far, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I think everything you share is the best answer to my best question before going to the interview. Yeah.
Okay. Well, feel free. I mean, maybe right now you don't have any question, but it's like after the interview, something pops up or like you need to ask or something, just don't hesitate to send me an email. So what do you think so far? Are you ready to like take the opportunity?
I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay. What does it mean? I'm not sure.
Actually, because I also been through a lot of interviews sometimes, and I think that I will get a job. But I received the email that I failed, and everything go in a opposite way. Everywhere something in my mind, so I usually don't put that idea why I taking the interview. So I will maybe after the interview, after I sit down my computer, I will think about that, and maybe sometimes I share about the interview or story that may inspire me on to my friends, and also talk to my friends about, oh, I have the story with you today. I have a story with someone today that is really interesting, and also sometimes I discuss to my friend, and then I figure out that they share some really interesting points, and also maybe, and sometimes then my friend said, "Nah, you won't get the job." But sometimes I think that I will get the job, but after sharing to my friend, and my friend say that, no, you won't get a job in that company, and because you are idiot when you answer this, and maybe you answer that is such an like ineffective way, something kind of like that.
I don't really know what are you talking about by that, but I mean, my question is, so if it's like, if you receive the job offer letter from me to start working by next week, then are you gonna say yes or no? It's like, my question is like, are you ready to take opportunity? It's like, it's a hint that you only get halfway there. But when you said I'm not sure, from what I'm hearing from communications, that's why I need to clarify. When you say I'm not sure, would mean like, oh, I would like to offer you for this positions. And when you say I'm not sure, it's mean like, oh, I'm not even sure that I want to work with your company. That's what I think. Is that what you meant?
No, actually, I'm not sure it's gonna. Will I get this opportunity or not? Because
okay, so so here's pause it there. So this is the way I teach you about communication, right? When you don't understand any questions, you need to ask them again. What does you mean by that before answering question? I'm not sure whoever will tell you, but for me, I will teach my candidates how to answer in the correct way. And also maybe while I hear that, I also understand, I can catch that they don't understand the question, I will pause it. So when I said that, are you ready to take opportunity? It's the way that Americans or any company saying that, okay, I think you are qualified. Are you ready to take opportunity, là em sẵn sàng để nhận được cái cơ hội làm việc này chưa? Thì em lại trả lời là em không chắc. Thì nếu mà chị nghe thì chị nói là vậy là em không muốn làm hả? Đó là theo cái cách chị nghĩ, em hiểu không? Cho nên nếu mà em không có hiểu cái phần người ta hỏi đó, thì em hỏi là can you actually clarify what you mean by that? Thì người ta mới giải thích lại. Tại cái này là điểm mù trong giao tiếp, nhiều khi người ta nói nhưng mà em không có hiểu, thì em lại trả lời theo cái cách em hiểu, cho nên là nó sẽ bị mess up, rồi rốt cuộc nó không đi tới một cái mục đích, đúng không? Thì đó chị hỏi là thí dụ như, tại chị thấy sau khi mình nói chuyện nãy giờ đó, là chị thấy em rất có khả năng trong cái này, tại vì em thích học, em cũng muốn đạt được. Chị cũng hơi sốc cái này, ủa nãy giờ thấy em rất là thích cái này luôn, mà giờ chị hỏi là em có muốn làm hay không, cái em nói em không chắc nữa chị ơi. Cái chị nghĩ ủa chuyện gì xảy ra vậy, hiểu không? Là những cái gì mà bạn em nói mà em trả lời cái đó là cái process learning của em, tùy theo cái cách và cái ngữ cảnh mà em trả lời nữa, thì cái đó là do của em. Chứ mà giờ em hỏi bạn em á, nhiều khi bạn em bây giờ lúc mà em kể lại họ đang trong cái trạng thái là calm situation, bình tĩnh, cho nên họ nghĩ là em trả lời vậy. Nhưng mà đối với chị không có bao giờ hỏi ai hết trơn. Mình nghĩ là em phải tự là người xác định coi là em đã make cái mistake gì ở cái chỗ đó, và trong cái thời điểm đó em làm như vậy đúng hay không, và em đưa trong tương lai. Chứ mà em thường cái người khác rồi người ta đưa ra những cái bias opinion lắm, chứ nếu ta là mày ta sẽ làm như vậy, nhưng mà thật sự đôi lúc mà họ vô cái hoàn cảnh của em á, maybe họ làm còn tệ hơn em hiểu không? Cho nên là em phải make sure là mình biết cái bản thân của mình giỏi về cái gì và tại sao như vậy. Nhiều khi họ thấy nó không có match thì nó không có match thôi, chứ chứ apply 10 job chuyện bình thường. Hồi xưa chị đi làm ở đây, chị lúc mà tốt nghiệp xong chị apply cả 100 job luôn em, đâu sao đâu. Mình cứ thấy cái opportunity mỗi cái lần mình đi interview á là một cái để cho mình practice, để cho mình coi là mình cần chỉnh sửa cái gì, rồi cái người đó thật sự có biết cách interview hay không. Đó là cái cách em nên đặt ra cái mindset, để mà 100 interview thì mình giờ mình cần phải chảnh, mình phải flip coi là cái công ty đó có xứng đáng để cho mình làm việc hay không, thay vì mình nghĩ theo cái hướng là đặt công ty lên hàng đầu. Có nhiều công ty á có tiền, nhưng mà cái người chủ, cái người thành lập, người ta nhiều khi chưa có khả năng đó, người ta mới trả tiền cho tụi em giỏi để làm cho người ta. Cho nên tụi em phải hiểu được cả hai phía, để như thế nào để thấy mình bản thân của mình không có phải không phải là không phải là công ty đó không muốn nhận em, mà công ty đó chưa đủ khả năng để nhận em. Ok, cho nên em phải hiểu cái đó. Thì bây giờ để chị hỏi lại cái question đó, chị hỏi lại cái question mình nãy chị hỏi, thì là are you ready if I send you a job offer, are you ready to take opportunity?
Yes, I will take this opportunity.
Okay, sounds promising. So a bit like makes sense after like almost an hour, 15 minutes talking.
Yeah.
Đó, thì nói chung là chị á, là một người làm những cái interview này cũng practice cho chị và cũng practice cho em nữa, chứ chị không phải đặt là mình là một người hoàn toàn là hiring và để cho em lonely trong cái process này, rồi em trả lời sao mặc kệ em. Thì thường á, nãy em thấy nãy giờ chị cũng hướng dẫn cho em để em đánh giá được cái bản thân của mình và nhận ra được những cái gì em giỏi. Thì em có thấy cái interview này nó khác với những cái interview khác không?
Thật ra nó cũng nhiều điểm khác, tại vì em cũng tham gia khá là nhiều interview rồi. Kiểu như tại vì mỗi cái mục đích đó, cũng không phải là mục đích, mỗi cái công ty á nó có một cái văn hóa khác nhau, và mỗi người HR họ hỏi những cái câu hỏi nhiều khi khá là nó không có make sense, nó không có liên quan gì tới cái công việc, hay là thậm chí ok em nhiều khi em nghĩ ủa nó có đánh giá gì, nó cái câu hỏi đó có thể đánh giá được gì ở bản thân mình hay không, như kiểu nó cũng nhưng mà thật ra thì em thấy cái điều thú vị ở interview của mình đó là chị chia sẻ rất là nhiều về câu chuyện của chị. Tại vì thường á HR em có thường tham gia một cái interview là HR chỉ hỏi rồi mình trả lời, hỏi rồi họ trả lời xong HR hỏi
Tại
tiếp.
vì HR là bộ phận mà đứng dưới người, nhưng mà tại vì chị là cái người thành lập công ty, cho nên là chị hiểu được chị đang tìm cái gì trong cái người nhân viên của chị. HR thường họ chỉ làm những cái công việc của người ta thôi, là tuyển người ta đâu có cần quan tâm cái mục tiêu, một nhiệm vụ của em là gì, hoặc là cái dream của em là gì. Thì đương nhiên người ta sẽ không có đi deep into những cái câu hỏi đó, và người ta thật sự người ta cũng không có nghĩ là người ta sẽ hỏi những câu hỏi đó, em hiểu không? Cho nên nó sẽ khác hoàn toàn direct với cái cách. Ví dụ mà tại vì đáng lẽ hôm nay HR của chị tham gia ở đây với chị nè, mà bé không có tham gia đó, thì đáng lẽ là bé phải report với chị là maybe em không tham gia được, nhưng mà không tham gia, nhưng mà cũng gọi là cũng phải có communication, em hiểu không? Mà đối với chị là chị không muốn tạo ra HR, mà chị tạo này để một phần là hiểu hơn cái công việc của em, và đồng thời cũng giúp em gọi là nhận ra được cái khả năng của mình nữa. chứ thì cái ý của chị hỏi là em có thấy là những cái công ty khác, chị không biết cho nên cái này chị tò mò, là công ty khác ví dụ như người ta có quan tâm hỏi về cái dream, cái goal của em hay không, và người ta có quan tâm để mà hướng dẫn cho em nếu mà em trả lời sai, hay là không phải trả lời sai mà trả lời không đúng này nọ, người ta có như vậy hay không?
Em nghĩ là chắc không á, chắc đó giờ em chưa thấy luôn. Tại vì kiểu thường nếu mà HR của công ty á, họ sẽ kiểu nó công nghiệp hóa đi rồi á, họ chỉ làm công việc của họ thôi. Thậm chí có những người HR interview họ giữ một cái khuôn mặt không biến đổi luôn, là họ hỏi xong rồi mình trả lời, họ cũng mặc kệ là mình trả lời xong chưa nữa. Nên là cũng nhiều cái nó cũng gọi là khá là bất cập. Thì cũng thật sự mà nói, giống như cái câu chuyện mà em chia sẻ với chị hồi nãy, có cái công ty nó bảo em là policy của nó là mày internship xong đi, mày phải làm 2 năm cho tao. Thật ra em cũng khá là ngại khi mà những cái thật ra em không có sợ interview, mà em chỉ sợ cái policy với lại cái người HR thôi. Tại interview em cũng thế là ở mỗi lần mà thật sự em có một cái gọi là cũng gần giống như là cái quan điểm sống, là mỗi lần mà em gặp gỡ một người nào đó mới á, thì em thử suy nghĩ cái điểm tốt của người ta là gì, mình có học được gì từ người ta không, rồi mình rút ra được cái điều gì từ những lần tương tác đó, để mình hiểu hơn về người khác, cũng như là mình có như vậy, mình có điểm gì chung với người ta không, để mình hiểu mình nhiều hơn, kiểu như vậy. Còn mà những người nào mà họ giữ một gương mặt lạnh hay là như thế nào đó, họ ngắt ngang mình trong lúc trả lời, thì tất nhiên là nó sẽ nhiều khi nó cũng không có gây được thiện cảm đối với ứng viên. Dù là thậm chí là có những nơi lương cũng không có tệ, tại vì lương intern cộng với Việt Nam mình, nếu mà lương của những ngành khác thì em không rõ, nhưng mà lương của IT á, mà những công ty liên quan từ tech ở Việt Nam thì nó sẽ offer full time, và full time từ 9 giờ sáng tới 6 giờ chiều, full time từ thứ hai thứ sáu, có những đã bắt thành thứ bảy luôn, là cả là tầm sẽ khoảng rơi khoảng từ 350 đến 400 đô tùy công ty. Có những công ty lớn thì nó sẽ cao hơn nữa, nhưng mà thật sự cái số tiền nó cũng khá là hợp lý. Tại vì cái vòng tuyển chọn của nó rất là nhiều. Đầu tiên nó làm vòng CV xong rồi phải làm bài test technical xong thì nếu mà ok thì mới interview xong với HR, thì interview với lại manager nữa, nó sẽ rất là nhiều vòng, rất là khá là phức tạp như vậy á. Nên là, nhưng mà tại cái đợt cái job mà em có chia sẻ với lại em có viết trong CV á, về market research á, cái job đó cũng chỉ là tầm khoảng 100 đô thôi, 100 đô một tháng. Nhưng mà em tiếp xúc được với rất là nhiều bạn, cũng như nhiều anh mentor, khi càng tiếp xúc với họ là họ mở lòng mình hơn á, và họ chia sẻ với mình nhiều hơn. Thậm chí là mình có thể hỏi là nếu mà em muốn nếu mình muốn theo đuổi cái ngành đó cũng liên quan tới anh đó đang làm, thì em có những cái thiếu sót gì anh có thể chia sẻ được không, thì anh cũng rất là nhiệt tình chia sẻ trong hết 1 tiếng đồng hồ luôn. Nên là thật sự mà nói là không quan trọng, em thì không có quan trọng cái chuyện lương, quan trọng là em học được gì ở đó. Tại vì có những nơi giống như cái job mà em có chia sẻ hồi nãy, là nó bắt mình contract với nó 2 năm đó. Lương của nó khá là cao, 12 triệu Việt Nam là bao nhiêu ta? Khoảng 12 triệu là khoảng 600. Dạ. Đó, nhưng mà nó bắt contract như vậy thì mình sẽ đặt câu hỏi liền, nó khá là questionable. Tại vì mình rồi liệu rồi sau cái intern đó rồi mình lỡ mình thích rồi cái mình break cái policy đó, mình phải đền tá thở cho người ta thì đâu không được.
Yeah, thì giống như đối với chị á, để làm cái interview này thật sự là chỉ là một cái official, một cái step để chị hiểu hơn tụi em thôi. Nhưng mà hôm bữa chị interview với bé HR cũng vậy cả tiếng mấy á. Tại vì chị giống như là tụi em là một cái thế hệ trẻ hơn chị, là đi sau, nhưng giống như là chị muốn giống như là tạo những cái người mà cũng là đam mê công việc, muốn học hỏi và dùng cái khả năng của mình, giống như chị muốn recruit những người đó vô để làm việc với chị, để chị hướng dẫn cho họ, chứ không phải là ở cấp trên cấp dưới cái gì. Giống như chị đi trước thì chị chỉ cho tụi em những cái gì mà chị bắt ngã, cái chỗ gà gọi là lỗ gà lỗ voi nó nằm đâu thì cho tụi em né, đúng không? Nhưng mà làm official như vậy để chị cũng kiểu như practice cho em thấy cái môi trường ở Mỹ này nọ như thế nào. Chứ một phần là đa số có nhiều bạn không có match interview nộp, nhưng mà chị vẫn nói với HR là giữ những cái hồ sơ đó để sau này tuần sau hoặc là một đầu tháng á, là chị sẽ gửi lại offer cho những cái bạn đó free seminar để mà chỉ cho những cái bạn đó để build resume như thế nào, và trước khi nộp cái job phải làm như thế nào. Thì đó là tại vì cái công ty mà chị thành lập ra là để giúp những cái thế hệ trẻ như tụi em thành công và trưởng thành hơn, thì những cái mà chị làm nó cũng similar như vậy, cho nên là nó phải giống giống nhau đó. Thì đó, những cái gì mà em học hỏi từ những cái khác như là gọi là văn hóa của bên Nhật rồi văn hóa Việt Nam ở Mỹ, thì chị chỉ quan tâm cái người nào mà kiểu như có cái ý chí học hỏi như chị nói nãy giờ, và muốn học để kiểu mình gắn bó hơn, và mình cũng hiểu được cái người nhân viên hoặc là người làm chung với mình họ đang bươn trải cái gì trong cuộc sống để mình nâng họ lên thôi, em hiểu không? Đó, thì đó là lý do mà chị muốn dành thời gian để hiểu hơn về những cái hoài bão của em. Ngoài ra những cái skill set này đều là learnable và teachable được hết. Đó, vậy thôi. Ok, chị biết nãy giờ lâu rồi, hôm nay thứ bảy nữa để thấy, nhưng mà thì như chị nói là những cái đơn giản như cái kia, ngay cả mà giờ tụi em không biết gì mà tụi em willing to learn, cái đó là chị càng thích, để chị dễ train tụi em hơn. Tại vì chị không có thích cái môi trường training ở Việt Nam, nó làm sao á. Thì bây giờ tụi em có giỏi ở bên Việt Nam á, mà theo cái cách mà chị làm việc ở Mỹ á, chị cũng phải train tụi em lại như từ đầu đó. Thì vậy thôi, chứ cũng không có gì ấy, nhưng mà cũng hiểu hơn được bé Mỹ. Thấy gì nói chung là chị nghe chị cũng vui, tại vì nhiều bạn cũng muốn đi Mỹ lắm, nghe tới rồi, nhưng mà chị nói rồi, cái giấc mơ của mình không bao giờ để mất cơ hội được, hiểu không? Dù cái gì có chuyện xảy ra, nhưng mà list em cũng còn cái đó, nhưng mà chỉ do cái cách suy nghĩ của em thôi. Nếu mà làm được cái này rồi mốt về đi Mỹ thì mình lại có câu chuyện khác để mà kể về đạt phỏng vấn interview này.
Dạ.
Ok, thì nói chung là trong tương lai chị nói thẳng luôn là nếu mà làm việc và kiểu như những cái người nhân viên làm chung với chị mà họ có hoài bão đi Mỹ thì họ sẽ tham gia cái khóa học với chị. Thì á, thường đa số chị nói thẳng luôn là những cái giống như là cái tiền mà chị tạo ra, cái job mà chị tạo ra là để cho các bạn kiếm tiền, đúng không? Mà cái hồ sơ chị làm là giúp tụi em save thời gian, để ngay cả mà trước khi đặt chân qua tới Mỹ kiếm được học bổng, và tới đây cũng là học bổng như thế nào để tụi em có thể chi trả cuộc sống, rồi ngay cả mà qua đây tụi em kiếm công việc gì để tụi em chi trả cho việc làm ở bên này, rồi làm sao để lấy thẻ xanh, không có đi theo cái con đường truyền thống mà cái dạng kia. Em có thể check channel của chị, thì có nhiều bạn kiếm chị ra là về tại vì chị hướng dẫn cho người ta đi Mỹ cái dạng thẻ xanh lao động đó, cho nên là từ lúc đó chị ở Mỹ 6 năm rồi, cho nên là cái đường gì cái ngõ nào cũng có mặt chị hết rồi, cho nên kiểu như nó ở dưới đây hoặc là ở đây hoặc ở trên đây chị đều trải nghiệm hết, nên là không có sợ gì. Tụi em giống như là giờ có cái người mặt dày ở Mỹ để mà chỉ tụi em né cái lỗ gà đó, thì tụi em nên tự tin để mà đi. Ok.
Dạ.
Rồi thì
Dạ
thì
rồi.
nói chung là chị trong tương lai thì chị nếu mà ấy thì chị sẽ gửi cho em cái job offer letter. Thì trong cái job offer letter đó sẽ ghi rõ ra cái lương của em và thời gian này nọ như thế nào, và nếu em thấy là em thích hợp với công việc đó thì em sẽ ký để gửi lại cho bên chị, và bắt đầu mình start đây làm việc như thế nào, nếu mà thấy phù hợp. Ok. Rồi nếu em có question gì cứ email cho chị biết. Ok bé Mỹ, cảm ơn
Dạ.
chị một lần nữa đã tham gia dành thời gian ngày thứ bảy của mình để phỏng vấn với chị nhé.
Dạ rồi, em cảm ơn chị rất là nhiều. Hôm nay cũng học được rất là nhiều thứ từ chị. Dạ.
Hy vọng nói chung chị cũng học về em, nên thấy em là nói chung chị cũng ngứa máu, hiểu không? Ok bé Mỹ, rồi có gì chị liên hệ với em qua email nha. Bye em. Have a good Saturday.
Dạ.
Okay,
Dạ
bye.
rồi, em cảm ơn.